What's up, guys? Welcome back to another AgroCast. We're here today with another Gold League Legends game, a 2v2 on Cliffside. Let's meet our protagonist today. Coming back to the channel, in the teal, playing the Abbasid, it's Bumpy Python. His teammate today, making his first appearance on the channel, in the red, playing the Malians, it's Reptile. Going with the standard Malian build, gonna chop down that straggler tree and put up his houses. Pretty standard, pretty standard. The antagonist today, first up, in the blue, playing the French, it's Jop Charlot. Jop Charlot. We're gonna call him the French player. His teammate in the yellow, playing the Byzantine, it's Stenio Brodis. Stenio Brodis. Byzantine player. Byzantine player gonna go out for a house and a mining camp on the stone. Okay, early stone coming in for him. Bumpy's just gonna like kind of mine through that that sheep. A couple sheep in the back here. He's gonna finally throw up that house of wisdom. He doesn't have to yet, but it's a good idea to get it down before you're ready. A lot of sheep back here. Let's see where his scout is. Only picked up one so far, so that's unfortunate. He is going to come back here eventually and probably grab some of these. Let's look for his reptile. His scout is making sure no one's in the corner. Doing a good job of that. No one's in the corner. Okay, he's going to get out of there. The French player looks like he might miss out on that sheep. We're probably gonna see it. And another sheep. There's a lot of sheep on the it's like on the backside here. Yeah, and Bumpy does pick up those sheep that we were talking about earlier. And looks like the Byzantine player dropped off some sheep, a good amount of sheep actually. And then is gonna come forward. Another 3-pack here. A lot of sheep on this map. I'm not sure who's gonna pick up the ones in the middle or whatnot, but it looks like Bumpy is going to go into the back of his base. I mean, he clearly knows about this one. We have military wing coming in with a Q already to protect his berries. Let's see what other feudal landmarks we have. We have School of Cavalry coming in for the French player. Grand Winery coming in for the Byzantine. I don't have to look, I just know, obviously. And then Monsequari going to be coming in for Reptile. And a minute because he's on wood, so he's gonna be a little bit late. Ooh, and Stenio is gonna be swiping some sheep from the back of right in between Bumpy and Reptile's bases. That's well, he's gonna snipe some. He's not gonna snipe all. And it looks like Bumpy is gonna come back here and grab a couple of these himself. Riveting stuff with the sheep. And then obviously the Monsequari is going to come in and look for Reptile to maybe do his cow boom like back here. One ranch here, ranch here, ranch here, ranch here. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Right. If we know Bumpy, and I think we do, look for him to go into 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 TCs. He likes his TCs. He likes to boom villagers. That's just kind of his thing. We don't really know much about Reptile yet, so I mean he's playing Malian, so look for him to get a couple of those jav throwers out, and then as he rushes into feudal with 7 villagers, and then cow boom behind it. I mean you gotta assume that from every Malian player. French player is gonna get into feudal here. Let's see if he's macroed correctly. He's got plenty of resources to queue up a knight, and as he does, he can queue up another knight. And then Grand Winery. Now we're going to be getting those berries. We'll be taking in a lot of that sweet olive oil. Should probably throw up a second cistern. Get these berry workers working more efficiently. Let's see where he has this queued up. Okay, he's going to go to the Malian gold. Okay, the Malian player going to be going pretty heavy on gold here. Not sure what he's going for. unless it's like an ultra-fast cow boom, as he gets a barracks up to deal with the knight. He didn't get very many sheep, so that's unfortunate. He's going to be going to have to be out on those berries, which is very susceptible to the night raid. So, never mind. He just picked up 8 sheep. So, shut up, aggro. Oh, where are they going? Second TCing back here. Okay, on those deer. So, a pretty aggressive second TC. I mean, it's way in the back, but it is pretty harassable to the knights. Look at everyone's current resources. Reptile with a lot of gold. And that Donso comes out at the absolute perfect time as this this villager takes a lance to the face. Not sure what, okay, yeah, they're just protecting. He went military wing to just protect. Byzantine player also going into 2 TC. That's why he went to that stone bright and early. 2 knights just kind of sitting there. Scout on scout action here. Early walls coming in for the knight player. Or the French player, whatever you want to call him. Which makes sense because, you know, this French bases are just so harassable. You're going to have to defend yourself early. And these knights, I don't think they're going to see this TC out here. So that's going to be fine. Bumpy is not on gold right now. But he's going to bring his 4 units away from the berries that are basically gone. And now they're going to see the TC. But it looks like it's going to get up before... Oh, never mind. Villager goes down. I kind of thought he could have stuck that. But he's going to lose another villager here. Okay, I was going to say, horrific micro coming in from the French player. Not sure why this spearman is all the way over here. And here come the Donsos. Yes, Bumpy's going to lose an archer, and I think it was 2 or 3. I think it was 3 villagers. And the French player is only going to lose 1 knight, and these other 2 knights are going to be very low on health. So look for him to be getting chivalry instead of queuing up. I mean, put down a stable, right? Like, put down a stable, and you can make these out of 2 places. Looks like he's going to go into a second TC, though. Another Donso out of the map. There's that second cistern finally coming in. He built the aqueducts before the cistern. I literally have never seen that before. Scout goes down. It looks like a knight went down as well, because he had 2 knights. But now this TC is pumping, and he's going to be building up his villager lead sooner rather than later. As Bumpy has just gone into so much wood that he could just put up all the production buildings. This French knight's going to have to get out of there. So the mercenary house, like you because you're playing Malians, you can't go into longbows. Because the jab throwers will just wreck you, right? So, yeah, I mean, so of course he goes into longbows. That's probably going to come back to bite him in the ass, if we're being honest. He should have gone into the Keshiks or the jab throwers himself. Jab throwers just kind of hanging out. Scouting. Berries being picked. Donsos pushing forward. Wolf biting. Big ass fucking walls coming in for the Byzantine player. More stone coming in for the French player. Checking in on his resources. He's got to be going for a second TC here. It's a pretty popular build. Oh, nice horseman raid out on the back deer. As the Javs and Donsos come in and don't take down a villager. That is unlucky. Doing a lot of damage, but not actually killing any villagers. Just Donso goes down. Villager's gonna come right back out. Yeah, that's still just this. More berries being picked. Let's take a look at what we have in the military right now. As this Donso kind of gets stuck. French player with 6 and 33 villagers. Reptile with 21 villagers. Oh, he's just not making any. He's just going cows. Okay, gotcha. You can still make villagers, though. If you wanted to. Villagers are still... I know you get a lot of passive income, but I mean, villagers are still nice. And then Bumpy with 42 villagers, so literally double his teammate, 11 army. And Byzantine player with 44 and 15 army. So the 2 TC working for the boomers. And then it looks like, I assume the French player is going to be thrown down his own second TC. Once he gets the wood. Yeah, once he gets the wood. So the macro's a little off. He got the stone, but he has not got the wood yet. I mean, he could still gather this wood. I guess he's going to go to the back here. He thinks it's a little bit more safe. Byzantine player amassing an army. And all Bumpy has to do is be like, hey, Reptile, can I get like 3 jav throwers? Maybe 4? Change the course of that this battle. And this Bumpy's getting a lot of value from this one horseman, causing a lot of idle time. A little bit more idle time being caused over here. I like this horseman play, but you need some archers in here. Let's see what we go into next. Horsemen. And there come the archers. Big battle over here. The knights are going to turn around and get stabbed in the ass. I mean, you're going to win this. You're going to win this fight with the knights, but you're taking a lot of damage. But yeah, it's the numbers are just overwhelming for the knights, so they're going to win. He did lose what looks like 3 knights. So that happened. He's going to rebuild that wall over there. But Reptile is going to lose it all. I mean, his eco isn't the greatest, because I feel like he's just not making villagers. Still at 22. So, okay, he's got some queued now, but he's getting his cow boom going, right? He's making cows instead of villagers. You could just make both. Steady stream of units coming across the map. I mean, luckily for him, his units are pretty cheap as the Malians. But if you're making villagers, right, you can just make a lot more of them. Knight will go down. Byzantine player staging. A lot of archers over here. Which I don't know why he's doing that. Just Reptile needs to bring some jav throwers back. Oh, Bumpy could catch these longbowmen out of position. Oh, this is not going to be good for the Byzantine player. They're going to stop for some reason. Take a lot of damage. And then Bumpy, nice little micro there to get out of there. And the Lametni are going to be under attack here. Target firing the scout for some reason. Scout goes down. Horsemen are going to get out on the longbows. Well, never mind. They're going to fight the Lametni instead. Longbows are going to just absolutely tear apart his archers. But here come the jav throwers. And a Musafati warrior, even though no one's in castle and there's no like men-at-arms around. Not really sure why that Musa's on the field. But all the Lametni are being taken care of. There's only 2 left over here. And now the horsemen have free reign on these longbows. Reptile has no villagers, but has 8 of them idle. And Bumpy's army is going to get cleaned up. This is just ranged units. Look, this mass can't even 2-shot this jav thrower. These jav throwers just tear this apart. Where's the French player? See, this is what you see over and over again. Like, the Byzantine player has done such a nice job here. Like, Reptile is down to 15 army. Bumpy is down to 15. And the French player with his 10 knights is just kind of stuck in his base. You need to make other units to defend your base, and then throw your fucking knights out on the wood line. Nice long chop. Out on the gold pit. Out on this gold pit. Out on these berries. Out on these deer. Like, you need to get your knights on the attack. What's the point of playing French if you're not going to attack? Onion walls coming in. Layers. For the Byzantine player. House. French player with 56 villagers. Reptile sitting at 28. Don't really know what he's doing. Bumpy with 70, and Stinio with 60. As Bumpy gets up to 72. So Stinio with the 2 TC, not utilizing it. Bumpy floating a ton of food. Bumpy special. Big Olive Grove transition coming in for the Byzantine player. Beautiful long chop here. Is not even a lumber camp. He's bringing it all the way back to the TC. There's a couple guys idle here because you can only collect a deer with 8. And 11 are going to go idle altogether. So Bumpy going into Castle with the economic wing. Going to get some nice upgrades. Maybe go into a farm transition. Somehow he's going into a castle and still has 2,200 food. My man loves to float. And here comes Reptile's army. He's got to be careful not to lose this because he can't mass it back up with 31 villagers. And Bumpy's just going to kind of run past this army. He has the mobility with the horsemen. Ooh, this is great for Reptile to find these villagers here. 2 villagers go down. Yes, 2. Now a 3rd. This villager's sitting on like 1 HP. 4, 5. And the response time from the French player is abysmal, as he's getting raided all across the land. His gold villagers go down. His deer villagers go down. He's down to 48 villagers. Somehow that's still more than fucking Reptile. And here comes the Byzantine player to try to help. But he's walking into kind of a slaughter here. Because there's enough jab throwers to kill all of his archers. Awful micro by the French player. Just horrific. Just horrific micro. As Bumpy is going to chase down those remaining units from Stinio. And Reptile has enough here to just deal with this. We got Castle coming in for... and a 3rd TC, which is insane because you weren't making any out of the 2nd TC. Mercenary house by the market, so he's going to have access to Mangadai and Desert Raiders. Not worth. Where is he putting up that Golden Horn Tower? Here it is, right in the front. Oh, he already got that up. Cow Boom is what's coming in. Big time Cow Boom coming in for Reptile. So his lack of villagers is going to hurt him a little bit less because of this Cow Boom is going to be so nice. I would still like to see him have more villagers, like continue to make villagers out of here. You only have 33 villagers. That farm transition coming in for the French player, who's also on 2 TC. He's also Castle, so everyone's Castle now. 34 villagers, it's wild. 88 for Bumpy, 71 for Stinio, and 53 for the French player. I don't think this 3rd TC was necessary. I think you just need to start making units out of your first 2. Right? I don't know if this one's made of a villager. Now it's got queued up. Okay. Okay, so we're fully queued up as this is a massive farm transition. Olive groves. Scout on the relic, making sure there's no funny business. Jab throwers. I'm not sure where they're going. They're gonna die. And see, now that this is bringing guards on the field, this is when you put the Musfati warriors in queue. And Reptile is just doing a great job at denying this gold. The French player is struggling for gold. And he's going to run right back through. And the French player, he's down to 47 villagers. And that's going lower and lower as these remaining 4, or 3, 2, 1, they will go down. So 42 villagers here now for the French player. Getting him really close to what Reptile has, which is 36. And I'm pretty sure Reptile has not lost a villager yet. He just refuses to make them. Byzantine player getting those veteran Desert Raiders out of the map. I don't know why. I truly don't know why. Another, okay, we're gonna have to figure this out, Reptile. Why are you sending your guys over there? You have 4 production buildings. That's not great. But I mean, you don't have the eco to sustain more, I guess. Although you're floating a shit ton of resources. Take a look at the military count so far. Reptile has killed a lot of villagers. And the French player is like, dude, I need to trade. There's no gold on this map. I mean, There's a shit ton of gold, but he just isn't walling any of it off. Here come the French Knights. They are getting absolutely no value this game. Varangian Guards coming in. And now that our protagonist team has seen the Varangians, they're going to be like, oh shit. Maybe we should make some shit like that. Maybe some crossbows or ghulams. Okay, nice ghulams coming in for Bumpy. Looks like Bumpy is going to lose out on his army over here, but Reptile is just going to run deeper in, and he's going to find some more villagers with the French player. Oh my goodness, this is so juicy. Some horsemen, going to show him where all the villagers are. All this cavalry can just be taken care of by these Donsos. Bumpy's doing a really good job with these random horseman raids. Reptile is not attacking. He's just running around in circles in here. He finally stops to attack, but it's too little too late. Lost its entire army. He's down to 14 army and only 36 villagers somehow. Bumpy's at 71 army and 108 villagers. Then we have 69 army and 86 villagers for Stenio. And Jop with 49 and 8. But, I mean, Jop is making villagers. He's just getting absolutely bum-rushed over and over again. The Malian base is not under attack. He's just decided just now to start making villagers. He has 49 of them. Really nice long chop. Bumpy sending half an army forward. Big mangonel shots coming in from the Byzantine player. He's got 3 mangonels out on the field now. And Bumpy says, fuck your army. My horsemen are going right for your mangonels. He's going to take the first one down. He's going to pivot to that second one. He's going to take that second one down. Landsknecht down on the field now. They're going to go down to these archers. I want to say these archers have composite bows. And the horsemen get out on the villagers. Bumpy is going to get cleaned up here. Let's take a look at what upgrades he has. Not composite bows. Okay, and they're going to think that's all of Bumpy's army, but what they don't know is, yeah, he's got 41 more at home. And he's just putting up a bunch of keeps over here. He's just keeping it up. This is how you secure gold and secure stone. Boiling oil coming in for Bumpy. I mean, I'll give Reptile credit. He is fixated on this area right here. He is going to attack right here. Bumpy? What are you doing? What are you trying to do here, Bumpy? Sorry, that's not Bumpy. Bumpy is not yellow. Okay. Stenio is going to put up a defensive keep for his teammate to try to protect his gold as the first 2 traders come out. Sorry, protect his trade. Reset. We're gonna watch this fight while I take a sip of water, and then we're gonna watch this fight too. All right, we're back, and we're not gonna say any more dumb shit. Look at the micro going on in this fight. Looks like Bumpy's gonna win that one, as Reptile gets cleaned up over here. He can just continue to make these Donsos. Byzantine player, gonna do a little bit of retreating. He's gonna move his mangonel forward. Got another mangonel. He's making. Where is he making these mangonels from? Why does it seem like he has a siege workshop all over here? Blacksmith. Not getting the castle upgrades just yet. Massive farm transition coming in for Bumpy in the front of his base. I would probably put that back here, but it's okay. Jafthor is fighting the knights. Not really sure why. Where is he going with this? Ah, back to the gold. My man needs his gold. Big mango shots. Wolf doing a lot of damage here. Six more bites, and this villager will go down, as these villagers do a little tango. And the wolf not only blocks the wall, but kills a villager. And look at Bumpy's army coming in from the top left. And the wolf isn't done. Yeah, this stone wall is going to do a lot when Bumpy can just break down this wood wall. Why don't you do this? Yeah, not this. This. And Bumpy is in. Here comes the entire Byzantine army. Mangandai out there now. Huge Mangandai. I really want to check to see if Composite Bows is in, but Camel Riders are in. Maybe just send those to the French base. Right, try to fight the knights. Mangandai getting ready to attack, but not quite. Springald on its last legs. And Bumpy will be retreating here. But look at this. He's got Camel Riders on the olive groves. Huge little raid coming in here. Stenio was at 106 villagers now, but I think he lost 4 or 5. He's got so many olive groves. My goodness. Causing a lot of idle time. And the keep does go up. Not Bumpy's keep. Scout. Villagers. More villagers going down. Down to 104 villagers. 103, 102. So, what I was saying with these Camel Riders was to send them over to the French base, but Bumpy was like, no, I'm going to send them over to the Byzantine base. But it was, either way, it was smart to not have them in that pocket of army, because they weren't really doing anything against the Byzantine army. Because there was no cavalry out on the map. So you're just going to keep running them back to find more villagers. There is 11 in the wood line here. Looks like Bumpy's going to find some more, take down some more villagers. Still only at 101 villagers as he makes more, but he's losing a bunch. These Landsknecht are doing just a ton of damage. If you're not going to attack the Landsknecht, they're going to do a lot of damage there. But he still has 4 Camel Riders. They're very hurt, but look what's coming in the front. The French player cannot get gold. You will not get gold, French player. Does he have enough for a keep? No, because he has 2 on stone. Not ideal for the French player. And now he's got Camel Riders and Lancers of his own attacking the Knights with crossbows. Does he have, he does have Composite Bows. Where are the mangoes? Ooh, they're lagging behind. Not good for the Byzantine player. Where's Reptile? Also lagging behind. Let's check in on Reptile. 48 villagers. While his teammate Bumpy has 128. They could not be more opposite. Big mangonel shots. Huge mangonel shots. Could turn the tide of this battle. These jab throwers are going to do so much against the crossbows. They just got to get some Springalds out of the map to deal with these mangonels, because they're really working with just ranged units. Big mangonel shots. Huge mangonel shots. 36 army left, and he has 130 villagers. 42 army and 111 villagers. 66 villagers to 4 army for the French player. And then up to 50 villagers for Reptile. Huge. It's so many villagers. 27 military. But here come the cavalry coming in for Bumpy to kill all the siege. Not sure why he made this Harusafan. You haven't been on the attack in 20 minutes. Arbalea coming in for the French player. Would love to see more raids coming in, right? Okay, so the French player finally going to get that stone, try to put up a keep to secure this gold. But Bumpy's like, no, I'm getting all the gold. I'm getting all the keeps, and I'm going to put keeps all over the golds, and I'm going to get all the gold. Ooh, Musafati Gunners coming in, as both our protagonists are in Imperial. We didn't see that whatsoever. You guys probably did. He went Culture Wing. And what do we have over here? Oh, it's up here. We got the Fort of the Huntress. Are these guys ready for Imperial? No, Reptile, I don't know. He's got no villagers, but he's got all the resources. So look for him to just pump out Musafati Gunners. These guys are not ready for Imperial, so things could spiral out of control for them. Ooh, nice Bumpy float. The Bumpy float is real. He's got 7,000 wood with 56 villagers gathering wood. He could probably stop for the rest of the game. Love the long chop coming in. He's going to send more villagers to farms. Okay. Could try to pick up more gold, I guess. There's this gold here. They put a keep there. Could put keep there. Put a keep there. That's what it looks like. I mean, that's what it looks like Bumpy's trying to do. He also, this keep is protecting this gold down here, so that's nice. He's just going to push right into that French base. But he does have a keep there now. So he's going to start getting those knights and Abaliatuye a little bit cheaper. Hand cannoneer is super cheap. But he's not, doesn't have access to those yet. He's not an Imperial. Okay, mass rams look like they're trying to go for a final push. Still nothing to deal with the mangonels. I guess he has the camel riders now. He could deal with them with those. How many does he have? 18 camel riders. And Reptile says, fuck it. We're going to go all rams. Bumpy could do that. He could throw down 13 siege workshops and then make 20 rams. The Bumpy float is real. Let's see what he has in terms of military production buildings. Only 16. Reptile has 9. Not really sure what to focus on. Those camel riders are just going to go right back into the eco. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's count the French vills. We're at 70. He's got no army. What's he doing? He's got no food. He only has 15 guys on food. Now it's going to be 0 in a second. Oh my goodness. Reptile dealing with the front line. And no one is dealing with this. Absolutely no one is dealing with these camel riders. Ooh, beautiful long chop. Where are they even dropping? All the way back here? I love it. And this keep will go down. I mean, mangonels, but nothing really protecting them at this point. And there's the surrender. These camel riders are just going to absolutely just toss them around. So the French player will surrender. I think the Byzantine player is working on his KD. Try to get a couple more mangonel shots out there. Bumpy just killing a ton of units. I mean, he's working on his KD too. Look at that. Just like getting on all the villagers. And a nice little win coming in from Bumpy and his new teammate, Reptile. Reptile going to 1-0 on the channel in Gold League Legends matchups. And thanks for stopping by.